In the It Ends With Us lawsuit between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, a shocking allegation has shifted the narrative, and fans are not okay with it. Imagine waking up to find your home address all over the internet. Sounds like a nightmare, right? That's exactly why the latest development in the It Ends With Us lawsuit between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively has left fans stunned, uncomfortable, and asking some serious questions. What was once a legal dispute behind closed doors has now spilled into the public eye in a way many people believe crossed a line. According to allegations circulating around the case, depositions belonging to Justin Baldoni and Jamey Heath were leaked, and alongside them, confidential personal information, including home addresses, was allegedly exposed. And if that's true, it raises a troubling question. When does winning a legal battle stop being about justice and start becoming about harm? So let's break this down, slowly, clearly, and responsibly, because this situation deserves more than headlines and hot takes. The It Ends With Us lawsuit was already intense. With big names attached, passionate fans on both sides, and constant online speculation, the pressure was always going to be enormous. Legal disputes between public figures are nothing new. But most of the time, depositions remain sealed, protected by confidentiality rules designed to prevent exactly this kind of chaos. That's why the alleged leak of entire depositions, not just selective excerpts, has shocked so many observers. Depositions aren't casual documents. They contain personal details, sensitive timelines, private addresses, security-related information, statements never meant for public consumption. If those protections failed, or were allegedly ignored, it's understandable why critics are calling this a dangerous precedent. That question alone has fueled intense debate online, and the answers are anything but simple. Whether someone is a Hollywood actor or a regular person, home addresses are private for a reason. Leaking them can lead to harassment, stalking, security risks, threats to family members, emotional distress. Celebrities already deal with a lack of privacy. But legal systems are supposed to be the one place where personal safety is protected, not exposed. Many fans have pointed out something important. You can criticize someone. You can challenge their statements. But you don't endanger them. And that's where public opinion begins to shift. Because even people who don't support Justin Baldoni are saying the same thing. This feels wrong. And once that thought settles in, it's hard to shake. Some users argue that leaks, if they happened, undermine the integrity of the legal process. Others worry about what this means for future cases involving sensitive material. But a growing number of voices are saying something else entirely. This isn't about who's right or wrong anymore. It's about basic human safety. Because once a case stops being about facts and starts feeling like a public spectacle, trust erodes, not just in the parties involved, but in the system itself. Once documents are out, context gets lost. Screenshots replace nuance. Clips go viral without explanation. And suddenly legal arguments turn into online battlegrounds. If Blake Lively's legal team is indeed being accused of leaking these materials, critics argue that it damages credibility, regardless of intent. Even the perception of wrongdoing can have long-lasting effects. Imagine knowing strangers now know where you live. Imagine worrying about family members. Imagine feeling unsafe in your own home. That kind of stress doesn't disappear when the cameras turn off. As the lawsuit continues, all eyes are now on how the court and the public responds to these allegations. Will there be consequences? Will safeguards be reinforced? Will this moment redefine how sensitive legal information is handled? No one knows yet. But one thing is clear. This allegation has changed the tone of the conversation. And once public trust is shaken, rebuilding it takes time. You don't have to support Justin Baldoni. You don't have to criticize Blake Lively. You don't even have to follow the lawsuit closely. But most people can agree on this. Leaking confidential information, especially home addresses, is not okay. If these allegations are proven true, it represents a moment where the legal fight went too far, and where ethics should have stepped in. Do you believe confidential information should ever be leaked in the name of transparency? Where should the line be drawn in high-profile legal battles? Share your thoughts, join the conversation, and most importantly, let's talk about accountability, not just drama.